at the number 2 spot. Coach Sami Kiki, you have to tell me, these teams have met so many times over the years. What are you expecting from today's match today? Coach, tell me, what do such tournaments do to your team, especially heading into the playoffs, which will happen in the next 2 weeks or so?
We are heading for the playoffs. It's going to be a good practice for us to judge our team, how we are going to perform in the playoffs. Most probably to be a good practice and correction to be made if coming to the playoffs.
Now, your team ended up second, but there have been whispers.
A team like the one we had last year, but I remember 2 years ago when we won against Ulinzi in the finals. My team was not that very strong compared to Ulinzi at that time. In the regular season, I agree that we lost 5 matches, in which some of the matches we were not supposed to lose. But as I can say, playoffs is a different ball game. And I'm going to come very strong. As a
teams have been known to be very physical in the past. Do you expect some physicality in today's matchup?
Yeah, of course. When we play Ulinzi, most of the time it's physical, and I believe the team with the most technical.
Who has a different opinion of how things might go down in today's matches. Now, Coach, your team comes into this tournament as hosts, if you will. Playing at the fantastic
quite some time now, so I'm hoping the players will be able to show up for the game.
Speaking of players showing up for the game, we've had KPS, we could have won easily. Do you take that as added ammunition going into this game, so to speak?
No, the game normally throws at you anything. Yeah, you can go into it throws at you a loss. So it just depends on the dynamics of the game at the moment. So, but I'm hoping for my players that they'll be able to play well and come up with a win.
Conditions in the postseason.
Such a tournament will, most definitely show a team where they're weak at and into the playoffs.
There was an interview done with Mutoro, aka Jodo, and he said such tournaments will give you a chance to give it time. Do you see that happening? Are you going to use more of your younger players than the veterans?
Most definitely. They need as in any team needs a transition, process. So for the young guys, this is the best platform for them to prove that they can play this game of basketball, and I'm definitely going to give them some playing time.
Do you see yourself as favorites in today's game? Thank you very much, Coach Bernard Mfuto of Ulinzi. Fighting words there. He hopes he'll win the game against KPA. That will be the first match of the day in the Eliud Owalo Foundation Basketball Invitational at 6:30. And the third game of the day, last but not least, will be the exciting Equity taking on this regular season table toppers, the Thunder. Hope you're here for it.
very much, Kadeli. Now it's time for action to start. We are going to introduce the players. Number 0, Fares Agala. Number 4, Martin Kitonga. Number 5, Simeon Wambua. Number 7, Jerry Wekesa.
Welcome to the Eliud Owalo Foundation Basketball Invitational Tournament. As we said earlier, my name is Fidel Maithia, and it's day 1 of the lining up, ready to take on the opponents. That is KPA versus Ulinzi. As you can see from your screen, these two teams historically have competed in the league in the playoffs postseason tournament. So we go to the starting lineups. We start with KPA, the top 5. Starting top 5 will be Tobias Odhiambo at number 1 on the jersey, Job Byron, their captain, veteran captain, Brian Shivatsi, Jerry Wekesa, and Martin Kitongo, another veteran of the team. The substitutes are Simon Mbua, Faris Adala, Haidara Abdullahi, Moses John, Salem Kisilu, Megan Yamo, and Benjamin Mogo, coached by the very able Antonio Bure, another veteran of this game, Byron Mabonga, Joseph Owino, and Collins Mulero. The substitutes will be Elvis Akoyi, Churchill Odhiambo, Hussein Yoyo, Brands Nzioka, Stephen Timiches are taking place at the Ulinzi Sports Complex in Langata, and we have an exciting match at the moment. As you can see, the patron of the foundation himself being introduced at the moment. An exciting 3 days of basketball in the land, competing at the very highest of levels, and we're looking forward to an exciting match, especially being the first match of the day between Ulinzi and KPA, both champions of Kenya in the past, and we're looking forward to an exciting tournament. As you can see there, Kitongo with a very hearty greeting to the CS himself. See the veteran there, Angela. It's good to see. These are good pictures to see. Sami Kiki enjoying a warm embrace. Hopefully he'll be smiling at the end of this game. But at the moment, everything is looking kosher. If you haven't made it to the Ulinzi Sports Complex, you can watch this match live. You can stream this match live on HB Homeboys TV. My name is Fidel Maithia. I'll be commentating this match with the help of Bogonko Bosire, a veteran of the Kenyan League. Knows these players very well. And we can't wait for tip-off. Second match of the day will be the women's game, which will consist of Equity taking on KPA. And the third match of the day, last but not least, will be Equity and Thunder. Now, Thunder ended the league, the regular season league, last weekend at the top spot. They're looking like favorites to win it all, but it's yet to be seen. Remember, in 2019, Ulinzi beat them in a heartbreaking final for the Thunder. But this time round, it feels like it's their time. It could be their time, but we're yet to see. And these coaches are using this tournament as a precursor, if you will, to the playoffs that will be taking place hopefully in the next 2 weeks. You can see the Ulinzi side being led by their captain Job Byron there, saying hi to the Federation chairman as well as the CS, the patron of this foundation, Eliud Owalo himself. And it's all business. These players look serious, they're smiling, but deep inside they're going to give it their all in this game. First game of the tournament. As I said earlier, I'm joined in commentary by Bogonko Bosire, who was on the floor introducing the players. And Bogonko, do tell, these two teams have known each other for
for many years. They've played against each other. What's your prediction in today's game? Or what are the keys of the game in terms of both teams?
So I think first of all, Dale, thank you very much and welcome everybody. I think these two teams are storied teams in Kenya. I think Ulinzi has won about 7 championships. I think KP and also Fabian about 6 or so. And therefore it means that they are teams that are used to getting to the finals of games and winning championships. They've also represented the country in very many continental tournaments, Zone 5, African Championships. So these are teams that have got coaches and players who are ready to play. But for me today, I think it's going to be a balanced game. KP has been struggling a little bit, but I think they've gotten their direction a little bit since the coach Clifford joined the coaching ranks there.
Yeah.
They also got a few players. They lost a few players to Equity, very critical players, but they have also replaced them and they have kind of caught up together. Ulinzi has also been struggling because they have been on transition. They've got very many players who have been incorporated in the last 2 years from their lower teams. So both teams are in kind of a transition period. For me,
We'll just give it a break and we'll just listen to the national anthem. Now we're back to the game. Game 1, Ulinzi taking on KPA, and Bogonko was in the middle of telling us what to expect between these two teams, and then he was interrupted, not rudely, but interrupted by the national anthem.
yeah, thank you, Fidel. I think the key to these two teams is their physicality. These two teams play a lot of physical basketball. They like touching up each other. Based on what I've seen at present, I think I can give the edge to Ulinzi. One, because they're playing at home. 2, because the last time they played here against KPA beat them, so they have got it's like a grudge match. And of course, KPA will come feeling confident because they won the last match here. But there's really a lot of physicality. The team that controls the boards and is able to create plays down the court is one that's going to win the game. I think there's going to be a lot of transition basketball because I'm not very sure that these two teams are very strong in the half-court set. So they'll try to put pressure, steal the ball, and run up the floor. So I think those are the 3 things that you need to look out for in these two teams, who will be able to face and handle the physicality, who will control the boards, and then therefore who can be able to go up the court as quickly as possible and score.
Interesting assessment there. And also we've seen Eric Mutoro is going to be coming off the bench for Ulinzi. Surprise for you.
Yeah, he's been injured for quite a while. I don't think he has played for most of the first half of the season and quite a good chunk of the second half, but it's good to see him back. It's always sad when players get injured and they stay out for long, but I think that has also given him a chance to recuperate even physically, even mentally, and be able to see the game from a different point of view. When you get injured and you sit on the bench, sometimes you think the coach is mad when he's shouting and etc. Yeah? But when you sit on the bench and you're not playing, you can actually see things from what the coach is talking about. Yes.
Of course, as expected, Ulinzi will take advantage of home court advantage. They know this court well, they know the surface, they know the angles, where the ball bounces differently on this particular court. Do you think that gives them an edge?
That will give them a very big edge. Like I said before, I think they have a grudge because the last game they played here, KPA beat them. So I don't think they'd be very happy to lose two times in a row, at home to the same team, yeah. So I think it's going to be an interesting game. It just depends on how the coaches adjust to the situation in the game. Yeah. So it depends on which coach adjusts faster, can be able to use his bench properly, and then therefore be able to win the ball game.
Now speaking of coaches, KPA's coach Sami Kiki alluded to the fact that most people are disrespecting them because of the poor run of form that they had. I think they lost 5 games coming into this. Of course, they ended up second in the regular season, heading into the playoffs, which will be in 2 weeks, I believe. He said he'll take the disrespect as motivation for his team. Do you think that will apply in terms of fighting words? Is it just words that he's using, or will it apply to the court?
The thing I know about KPA is that they're usually motivated when they're looked down upon. Yeah. They're not like other teams which when they look down upon them, they tend to shrink into a shell. Yeah. Then they get motivated, and I think they've won. They had a 5-game losing streak, but I think they've won their last 3 or 4. Okay, fair enough that they were playing at home, so you would expect them to win, but it gives them good momentum going into the playoffs.
Nothing to do with humidity.
Or other factors. Yeah, but I think they'll have a point to prove because everybody has been talking badly about they're defending champions, and with that when you lose 5 games in a row and you're defending champions, of course people will talk badly about you. So for sure they'll come out fighting, really fighting.
Who are the players to watch out for from both sets of teams? I'm seeing Joe Byron, of course, dependable captain, veteran of this league, and on the KPA side we have that's from the KPA side. From the Ulinzi side we have people like Mutoro coming off the bench. I don't think he'll get many minutes coming off of injury, but we have Antonio Bwire and Byron Mabonga. Which players for you will stand out in this particular game?
For sure, for KPA, we have got Tobias Odhiambo running guards, and then you've got Job Byron, who's a very good transition big man. He knows how to crash the balls and run the floor. You've got Brian Shivatsi, also who's a very good ball handler. Very good scoring around the rim. Where they're going to challenge for both teams is actually shooting the 3. Both teams are not very good at shooting the 3, but we'll see. It just depends. Sometimes some bad person can go and start shooting 3s. On the other side, we've got of course Eric Mutoro. When he comes back, we'll just see how his fitness is. Yeah. And then we've got Branson Zioka, who has been a staple for Ulinzi. I think he's one of the top scorers, and he has carried them quite a bit in this game. We've got David Ullman. Of course, Byron Mabonga is. We hope we can be able to see some dunks from him. He's very famous for dunks, and also he's got a very good top of the key jumper. Yeah. Which, if they exploit properly, then you can be able to open up the defense for them to be able to penetrate.
We've seen the game changing globally in terms of just people. Most teams in the professional era of basketball that we're living in, shooting the ball more than taking it in the post. But in terms of the Kenyan league, in terms of the Kenyan game, that has not changed much. We're still seeing big men dominating in the paint, and we're expecting to see both teams doing the same. I think I've just seen Eric Mutoro stepping in onto the court.
Yes, I don't think they would have risked not starting him because I think he's the biggest scoring machine. Yeah. Therefore, it's important when you start the game with somebody who can be scoring, and of course he stretches the floor for them because he's one of the best 3-point shooters in the country. Yeah. So he'll spread the floor for them and allow Mabongo to operate in the paint.
And they tip off. The game starts there. Ulinzi with the ball, working the angles from the perimeter. Toro getting the ball, his first shot of the game, and it's good. He dropped the set. Martin Kijongo involved there, heading into the post where he's predominantly dominates, but an air ball there from KP and a rebound there from Eric Toro trying to bring the ball out. You can see he's struggling a bit. I don't think he's really back into form. Yeah. Another big three. Just touches the front of the rim. Rebound goes back to Ulinzi. They like the angles.
I think you made a good point earlier on about the three-point shooting in the international game that in Kenya. Three-point shooting ability is something you have to practice. Yes. And therefore, if you think about all the players who are very good three-point shooters, they put in a lot of work. It's a low percentage shot. So you see, most in the NBA will find maybe 35 to 37% is a very good number. So I think for us, we still touching each other up. We like that physicality. We like body to body kind of basketball. Even
Megan Yamo.
That's interesting. That's an interesting call.
Very interesting.
Didn't see anything. No, I didn't see anything either. I would expect it to be a different
rebound, KPA. And you'd think both teams would want to push the pace, but at the moment they're sizing each other up. A nice floater there by Faris Sadala. Rebound Martin off to the baseline now.
Should be a goaltend. The ball at the backward.
Shoot the backward first, but the game is so fast, and unless you have a video review, which I don't think we have at the moment.
It's very physical, very, very physical. I think that's how we like playing, especially these two teams.
The foul has been called there. Nice drive there to the baskets by Collins Muliro. Gets fouled. Ball will be rounded out of bounds.
But I think, the one thing I don't see in Kenyan basketball these days is the ability of our guys to break down their man. When a team is playing such physical defense on you, it's important to be able to break down your man using your crossover dribbles or whatever it is. So you can be able to beat that man and then create an advantage of 5 to 4 or 4 and 3. Therefore you draw help, and then it's something that it's an art which has been lost. You can remember the players like Dennis Arena, Solomon Onamu, and Wish. These are guys who could easily play very tight defense on them, but
at the moment teams are very structured. Jump on top of the key, where there's Steven Simiro. But layup there by Muliro in the fast break.
That's interesting. The game has gone for 6 minutes? We only scored 6 points. It's one point per 1.5 minutes or something.
Martin Kitongo there. Sure. Gets fouled on that attempted layup.
He needs to score that one, Fidel. Haidara needs to score that one.
It was an easy basket for. Is he shooting free throws, or is it a side ball out of bounds?
Shooting two.
Shooting two.
And Haidara is, I think, is it from Guinea? I think he's from Guinea or something. To see, foreign players getting interested in playing in Kenya, that shows that there's something small that has been done which has improved our ability to score. I think even on the ladies' side of KPA, they've got that lady who's a point guard. Sorry, I just forgot her name, but West African countries.
I mean, this is the most attractive country to come to in Africa.
Indeed. As he sinks in his first free throw.
This is where most Kenyan games get lost from the line. And as soon as I say that, he misses it. Because the games are so close, played so close. Difference most of the time is 1 point, 2 points.
Correct.
And if you don't make your free throws, and there's a reason they call them free.
Now I think that's where there's a misnomer. They're not as free as they look like.
Nice block there by Haidara. Ball goes out of bounds. They wanted a foul there, Ulinzi, but that was a clean block. See that again. Driving to the basket. Nice timing there.
That was a good block.
They say the hand is part of the ball, so no foul.
Your free throw is not really a free throw because you've been pounded defensively, and therefore you're a bit shaken, but also it needs a lot of work.
Baseline jumper there, which needed a lot of work. Little saves the ball. Nice pass cutting through the basket, but another miss. These two teams are very tentative to start this game. Three-pointer there by KPA, no good. Rebound goes to Ulinzi, and they conspire to lose the ball.
I think these are just beginning of the game cheaters. I think the games are not. I mean, the teams are not settled down. I think as the game goes by, one of both teams will settle down. Accordingly, you can see the separation will come out of it.
The team's being tentative. Oh, nice pass there by Martin Kitungo, and a nice nail. KPA leveling the scores again. It's now 4 points each. As you say, time is running on this clock, but the points are unfortunately not coming easy for these two teams. Top of the key three, no luck. Rebound again, Ulinzi. They try again from beyond the arc, but it's proven to be a difficult set of teams. Nice drive there, they dish it out. Oh, nice head fake. Baseline jumper. No good. Martin slaps it outside, but still asks for the ball as
It's very important to always fight for the ball. But what I'm seeing from the game now is that both teams are really struggling in the half-court set. So I think it's time for them, either team, to try and push the ball up a little faster and go on transition. Because when the half-court sets, they are missing their layups, they're missing their jump shots, they're having mistimed passes. Yeah, so I think maybe up-tempo again a little bit.
speaking of up-tempo, Toro has no doubt in his game. He pulls up for a three, the second of the day. Second jumper, I should say, of the day, first three of the day. He's off to a good start. See Martin Kitongo on top of the key. Being very active, a veteran of this team. I think he's played over 10 years. He's played over a whole decade. A three-pointer to answer back for KPA. We now lead this game by 1 point. The score should be 8-7.
He was caught fire. And that's why he decided the game, because you need to have somebody who can be able to put pressure on the rim or put pressure by shooting threes. So that's very important for Ulinzi.
Toro running for his defensive tenacity, almost getting a steal there, but he's stuck in no man's land at the other end of the court. But KP can't take advantage of that and they lose the ball. They're down this game by 2 points. First quarter, 4 minutes to go.
I think Megan Yuma, who's number 11 of KPA, has had very good opportunities on the baseline side, on the right side there to score. But he has missed 2 jump shots and 2 layups.
Very controlled. So another three from him, but this one is short. He was trying to get a hip check. And I think somebody opened the door into the gymnasium. There's a gust of wind that just blew the ball to the side.
But Fidel, I like him because he's a real shooter. He never gives up. Whether he shoots air balls or not, it doesn't really matter. He'll continue shooting. Most of us players, when you miss 1 or 2 jump shots and it's a bad day, you give it up. But for him, he's unconscious. He just shoots. And for sure, there's always a good chance for him to score many points for Ulinzi.
Yeah, they say shooters shoot. Yeah, baseline there. And another foul. I think it's going to be a problem for this Ulinzi team.
They need to get the ball into the post a little bit more.
Yeah.
If he can score those baskets, then it means that they're going to double him up.
Yeah.
And then open the perimeter for the jump shooters.
Martin Kitongo consulting with his bench as he lines up for the free throws. Substitutions happening.
But so far, no blood yet. So I don't know. This is the physicality of these teams. I think the last time KPA played in Nairobi, they had 3 or 4 players with huge bandages on their heads.
Give it time. Give it time. Plenty of game to go. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Just a quick reminder, we're watching the Eliud Owalo Foundation Basketball Invitational Tournament happening at the Ulinzi Sports Complex in Lanata. Rebound, they missed the free throw, but they get the rebound and a put back there. Good stuff. Stuff that ball in like a Thanksgiving turkey. Driving to the basket there. Very good. Bring the ball to the post and another time of that. They're rushing the passes, getting into the offensive side. And I think the Ulinzi, as I'm saying, they need to be patient when they're working the ball around the bench. Yes. KPA seems to be doing so. Very calm under pressure. Playing as if they're at home. And another foul. He's right
get physical.
It's got to get physical.
With Martin Kitonga, you can be sure it's going to get physical because that is his main job actually. To cause havoc at the low post and of course pick up as many balls as possible on both ends of the floor, which he actually does a very good job in both of those because of his physicality. They have missed him quite a bit because I think he was away because of his school games. He coaches a team in Western Kenya.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he has been away for quite a while. So I think they should be happy to have him back to be able to control the boards.
Timeout has been called, which reminds me of a story where I played pickup game with Martin Kitonga and some Premier League players back in the day. And I say back in the day, I'm being generous to myself. His age has really caught up.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I wished Martin was in my team. As we see replays and highlights in this first quarter, and we see that break, Molito going to the basket, and I call that a strong layup, not a dunk, a strong layup. That's nice pass there by Martin Kitonga, leading to 2 baskets, 2 points there. Top of the key, Mtoro, no doubt about his game. He can shoot the ball. KPA answer right back with a 3 of their own with 2.5 seconds on the shot clock. Mtoro comes back the other way. This happened almost sequentially.
Yeah.
And the dunk there, power move. We miss seeing that in games.
Exactly.
In the modern game, we miss that. We miss the attacking of the basket. And
that always causes havoc generally in the game, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. And even as we are about to get back, I think we can just recognize our sponsors: Cooperative Bank of Kenya, Kenya Academy of Sports, Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, Jumbo Jet, Kenya Ports Authority, KCC, of course the KDF for offering us this facility, and of course the main sponsor being the Eliud Owalo Foundation.
When you see the scores on your screen right now, you just know where you're playing. It's at the KDF. Operative words meaning defense.
Yeah, that's right. That's what the war cry is. Ulinzi war. It's a war scene.
2:55 left in the first quarter. 10 points apiece for both teams. Very tentative. See Ulinzi playing new players, younger players, and giving them airtime, if you will. Just to garner experience. Playoffs are happening in 2 weeks.
That's correct.
Turnover, needless to say, and you can see the inexperience there. KP getting the ball on the break, driving to the basket, and dropping down 2 points. And the paper there.
That's Tobias Otamba, I think. That's Tobias Otamba.
And that's a lucky advantage. The limiter taking their time this time. They don't want another turnover and a foul.
It's too physical. There's too many hands on people's bodies. I don't know why people don't want to move their feet. And that's why I think also the offense is a bit tentative because when too much hands on your body, you can kind of back off.
But as you said earlier, and alluded that we're missing that breaking down of individuals in terms of the one-on-one situation. I want to see that, and I'm sure most fans are want to see that. But at the same time, the physicality, you've got to admire it. There's nothing that will come easy. And let's drive to the basket. Basket there. As you said, nothing comes easy, but he made it look so easy there. Ulinzi rather getting on the boards again. A nice drive and a step back 3-pointer. Gets back his own rebound. Coach must be fuming at this point. So many offensive rebounds going to KPA.
Maybe I think about 5 offensive rebounds in this quarter, but they nobody count because that would have increased their capacity.
1 minute 50 remaining. We're watching the Eliud Owalo Foundation Basketball Invitation Tournament, and another needless foul by Ulinzi. Those are the fouls coaches get frustrated by. There was nothing happening. You're setting up your offensive set, and it was just unnecessary at the very least.
That's correct. But Fidel, I've noticed the floor is a bit slippery. And it's become a bit difficult for players to be able to move properly or be able to break down their defense by the floor is very slippery. But I hope they can do something about it. But that also negates offense quite a bit.
I think you can see the players just, not going full throttle, if you will.
Yes.
As the coach can slip. Another 3-pointer, deep one, no good, but they get their own rebound. To him, no, to whom? And another fast break by KPA, and Ulinzi have to be careful now.
Like I said before, Fidel, the way to beat these two teams is called transition. If you go on, you have to accept move in the net because of the physicality, it becomes very difficult to score. So as you can see, KP has been on about 4 transition baskets, and that's why they are 3 points ahead.
Nice baseline jumper there. No good. They get the rebound, but they call another foul. Foul or out of bounds?
Yes, also one play.
47 seconds to go to the end of the quarter. KPA lead this game 15-12.
The scoreline for me is not very surprising. Because both teams, like I said, are very physical, and the physicality when scoring becomes very difficult. As you see, KP running on a fast break and missing the layup, an easy layup. It's Ababongo has taken over the ball game. He's got the last layup, and has made another one now, so
Looks like a very determined soldier. And that was a very determined drive to the basket, and it got rewarded by potentially 3-point play.
and I give them a chance to even the score at 15 apiece.
They're going to shoot another free throw.
Yes, unlike the NBA. Exactly, it has become a circus.
Chance for them to tie the game. Missed a shot. 30 seconds to go. We can mark this out. Take your time. Remove the ball. Hand off there on top of the key. It was about to be a nice pick and roll there, but the roll wasn't there. The kick was there, but the roll wasn't there. That's a good perfection. Chance for a three-pointer there. Ulinzi takes the lead with 4 seconds remaining. They have to take the shot. KPA and almost makes the basket. Ulinzi go to the break, leading this game 17-15 at the end of the first quarter.
What a quarter, what a quarter.
Let's take a look at the highlights from the first quarter. Nice drive there and a putback by KPA. KPA have been dominating the balls, especially on the offensive side. Nice dribble there, as you can see again. To the basket. Transition baskets have been their staple in this match today. But, you know, Ulinzi are giving it their all despite playing mostly younger, newer players on the squad, you know, maybe to just give them experience ahead of the playoffs in the next 2 weeks. Nice drive there to the basket. Bonga.
That's David Ouma, number 12 of Ulinzi.
As you can see, another transition layup by KPA. Ulinzi have to be careful to take care of this in terms of just falling back, having a man taking care of the rim as they do their offensive sets. Tobias has been punishing them on those drives. And Mabonga there, we see him just driving to the basket. He didn't make the free throw, but this was a wonderful drive by him, the veteran, all to the basket. I don't even think he knew where he was going at the end of it all. And the three-pointer to just cap things off by Ulinzi to make them go into the break, leading the game by 3 points.
Yeah, Fidel, I think the scoreline is also a surprise to me. It's a very tight game. Both teams are tentative. Both teams are very physical, so there's a lot of loose balls, and there's a lot of turnovers, and there's a lot of missed layups. So the scoreline is a surprise to me. But I think one of the teams just needs to settle down. And for the moment, KPA looks to have the edge in terms of settling down. They've gone in some transitions. They've gotten some good, forced some turnovers. And they need to just ensure that they score their layups, because they have missed, I think, 2 layups on transition. That makes you then give the other team a chance to score on the other side. So I think it will continue being as tight as it is at the moment. So I wouldn't be surprised for the score to end 35-36 at the half. Yeah, as you see some fans there who have come, we are still at home, come to Ulinzi Sports Complex for the inaugural Eliud Owalo Foundation Basketball Tournament. It's fun, it's great. The atmosphere is amazing. And the first game, as you can see, is a top-notch game. Number 2 and 3 in the league are facing it off. KPA from Mombasa against Ulinzi, the home team from Langata, Nairobi. And as you see the KPA bench there, KPA is a team that has gone to very many finals in this country. Same as Ulinzi, they always compete. They're always either in the semis or the finals of the games. And as I've said severally, this particular tournament has come at the right time because the playoffs are in the next 2 or 3 weeks, and therefore these 6 teams which are in this tournament will have an opportunity to try out the new systems, the new skills, try out the new players, see which players are in form, and then we can be able to see a very good playoffs. And we hope that the 6 teams are going to give us a tournament to remember, the Eliud Owalo Foundation tournament. Where as we kick off, Ulinzi kicks off the ball. As they patiently wait, looking for some space. The ball is stripped. Like we said earlier on, it's a very physical ball game. You can't just go exposing the ball as you're attacking the paint. Yeah, 2 turnovers from both teams because of the physicality, not being able to face the physicality. But as we said, you have to be able to play through the physicality for them.
Very tight game, 15-17. And the Ulinzi, of course, leading this game. And another turnover, needless to say. And another turnover again. They're exchanging turnovers like it's Christmas.
I think they're gifting each other before the playoffs start.
The way the world is going. I don't know if you're going to have a Christmas. So let's do it
Very early.
Oh, nice pass. Push under the basket. And Ulinzi takes the lead up.
Yeah, and that's the most important. You need to be able to get gaps in the defense and try and penetrate and put pressure on the rim, which Ulinzi did a very good job there, even as you see KPA taking a jump shot. And a 3 by Fidel. What a 3 by Fidel. Not Fidel the commentator, but
for a second there.
On the other side, Ulinzi trying to get another 3, but they miss. But they pick up their own ball, which is like we said, is a disaster for both coaches. You can't have the other team attempting and then picking up their own ball after missing. This game is still as tight as it was in the first quarter, but we've seen almost 4 or 5 turnovers in the first 1.5 minutes, which is very telling of what the game is all about. Even as we see KPA drawing a foul from Ulinzi because of the physicality, they were trying to have dribble handoff, but Mabongo tried to break the handoff and caused a foul. Like we said earlier, KPA won, I think, 5 or 6 national championships, and Ulinzi won, I think, 7 national championships. So these are championship teams which are going in transition, even as we see KPA inbound the ball successfully and trying to look for gaps in the Ulinzi defense. Like Jeff Biden has done, and he draws a foul. Viewers out there, players out there, it is important to be able to look for gaps within the defense of any team, whether they're playing a zone, whether they're playing man-to-man, and be able to put pressure on the rim. When you put pressure on the rim and you attack the rim and you score, you're able to create chances for your shooters, for your post players by dropping off the ball, even as we see KPA going on the line. Job Byron misses the first free throw, and this, like Fidel mentioned earlier, is a very big problem because generally in most Kenyan teams, the free throw average is 40 to 50%, which should be your 3-point average, not your free throw average. As he sinks the second one, as we said, it's almost a 50% scoring average. So you can see he scored 1 of 2, and all the other people who have taken free throws have scored 1 of 2 in this game. Ulinzi has the ball, looking for some paint touches. Physicality is drawing fouls. Physicality is drawing fouls. The referees have to leave this game to go to flow a little bit more. They are calling too many fouls. Really, both teams are very physical, so if you start them in the physicality, then the game becomes a bit boring. As you look at Ulinzi trying to, once again, they're doing another foul. With 7 minutes, 21 to go, and the score is tied at 19. KPA, Ulinzi showing us their physicality. Ulinzi down low, looking for a 3-point. Air ball. that will be Ulinzi ball. Once again, we thank KBF for providing the teams to play in this tournament. 6 of the best teams, both men's and female in the Premier League, and that is going to raise the level of the game in the country exponentially. So as you see, a good block there from KPA, and the ball gets back to Ulinzi. Unfortunately, there's no shot clock on the screen for us to know, whether there's pressure on Ulinzi to get scoring or attempting. To inbound the ball. Number 8, Elvis Akoi, doing the honors. Nice defense there. Ball goes to Anthony Guerrero. Anthony Guerrero passes to the corner, to the wing 3. But no good. Shot is strong. So kicking looking on. Another foul. Offensive foul. Moving screen called on Martin Kitong. KPA must be in very trouble now because I think they've had almost 4 back-to-back fouls called on them in the last 2 minutes, which is a concern because now your best players will get to the bench early and then you have to go deep into your bench. Defensive foul there by Joe Byron, actually, not Martin Kitonga. Eric Mutoro trying to call a set early on, looking for his shot, driving all the way to the baseline. Right off the board. Facebook request rejected. He tried to get to the basket and take advantage of the transition offense. Get fouled again. Look at this drive. It wasn't drive by him, but what a recovery there. That was borderline by David Ouma. That was borderline goaltending. Perfect. Yes. That's when you go drive the lane, you need to go and dunk the ball. And I know Eric Mutoro can dunk. Don't let his size fool. They go for the dunk. They've been a foul. You see KPA they are shooting their free throws, but Joe Byron is about a 50% free throw shooter. Let's see what I've seen both of them this time round. Nope, and this is the first one. We predicted 50%, so maybe making 1 or 2. 6 years or so, they won a couple of championships with KPA. He's doing a terrific job for his team. Drive to the basket from the free throw line. Foul, or is it a 3-second violation? I think it's a foul. It's a foul on Joe Byron. Joe Byron needs to be a bit careful because I think he's on 2 fouls now. Sinking his first free throw. And tying the scores at 20-20. The game is still as slow as it was in the first quarter. Not too many chances to score. Gets the basket, flexes on the opposition and says, "You better recognize my name. My name is Fidel." Not Fidel the commentator, but Fidel the basketball player. You can't get me, man. You can't get me. It's exciting to see when players do that. They flex and the referees give them the leeway by not giving them technical fouls. That's good competition. Right. Those fans love it, as they say. As he misses his free throw, and having a penalty goal on a 3-point play. Collins Bolero trying to look for an angle. Very good defense there by Simon Ambua. Drives to the basket there, number 13. Chance of a basket there. Martin Otieno getting fouled as he was on his way to the basket. Yeah, there are too many fouls. The game is too physical. 6 minutes 13 remaining to the half. Let's see if Martin Otieno can make 2 free throws. Next, the first one. Glad he didn't fall for the commentator's curse. I didn't expect it to go in. Makes the second one. An unconventional way of shooting the free throw. But if it works, man, don't change it. Don't change nothing. Yeah. Ulinzi lead this game by 1 point, 23-22. It's a war of attrition, if you will. Fidel coming up with the ball, top of the key. Martin Kitong in a jump shot, but no good. Rebound goes back to Ulinzi, trying to work the angle. Get that out of here.
Nice rebound there by Martin. Coutinho. Ball goes to Eliud. Eliud looking to push, and you can see already the court is very, very slippery, so you can understand from the player's perspective why they would want to be very careful and tentative in driving to the basket. The block there, number 6, Steven Simiyu. He's going to shoot 2 free throws. A mistake, not Steven Simiyu, but Joseph Owalo.
Also shooting is a lead on this level of play.
He's driving to the basket, I thought. There's Mtoro with a 3. No good. He's gone cold since the first quarter. After making 2 3-pointers, Fidel driving to the basket. Caught in no man's land when he went up in the air. And Mtoro didn't want another block. Gave the ball up very quickly.
He's scared. After one block.
To Steven Simiyu. Steven Simiyu gets fouled there. Steven Simiyu, a very talented young basketball player.
Yeah, but like we're saying, I think we are struggling to score. Both teams are really struggling to score because the other time.
3 games slated for today. We're watching the first one between KPA and Ulinzi. The second one will be the women's game between Equity and KPA. The third one will be the Santonio Guerre Utsu-wise jumper. At this stage of the game, they should have used more of the shot clock. Nice catch to the basket. And nice and so.
And I think most of the turnovers are because of trying to pass over people's hands. It's very difficult to get that ball through.
The quick timeout has been called. At the moment, the scores are tied. 4 minutes 21, KPA 24, Ulinzi 24. Let's look at the highlights. Mtoro with a hesitation drive there.
That was like a hurricane, wiping everything on its path.
You can see the reaction from the bench there, and then Fidel driving to the basket, laying it up, and gets fouled, goes to the to the free throw line for a potential and one. Didn't make the free throw, but that was a nice drive, and he flexes on the opposition. Nice backdoor cut. As you said, it should have been a bounce pass. I see it now. John Regis with a nice layup, making it look so easy. But KPA have the size. They're taking advantage of the size that they have against Ulinzi. And
that's correct. And I think for KPA, they have got set and the transition has worked very well. Ulinzi is struggling a little bit on both ends in terms of going in transition and even on the half-court sets. Too many turnovers on the half-court set. But I think KPA have also taken advantage because the game is still tight. Almost 10 times since the beginning of the game, and they have not created that situation in the game.
This must be very frustrating for the KPA coaching staff, being led by Sami Kiki. Sami Kiki, who was confident going into this game. I should say, to be fair, Ulinzi coach as well was confident about winning game 1 of this tournament. Everyone confused, whether it's a Premier League tournament, whether it's a postseason, whether it's a foundation tournament as we're having today. Drive that to the basket. Martin Kitoga had no business taking that ball outside for a shot. He should have done something. To get a jumper there from number 10, Tobias Udiamo. The rebound goes to Ulinzi, and they bring the ball up slowly. And you can tell KPA sort of the fitter side in this match.
They're playing very well because I think they've had almost 4 games back to back in the last 2 or so weeks. So of course they've got that game fitness. I don't think Ulinzi have played a game since 2 weeks ago, so they could be a bit rusty. And that's why I'm saying KP should have taken advantage and gone ahead. But on the other hand, because there are not so many games, a crossover there and a foul, as a matter of fact, on Mtoro because of that crossover. KP has been struggling. So for them to be actually 2 points down in a game like this is actually a very big step forward. So I think for their coaches, they are very confident as you see that crossover and the foul that resulted from it. That's what we need to see from more guards, beating their man on a one-on-one situation and going to the rim.
Nice move there, but I don't think it was a foul. That was a touchy foul, to be honest. Well, for me, it would have been a no call. let him carry on, let him go on to the basket and whatnot, because he didn't stop him anyway.
Yeah. But you know, they say in basketball there's no advantage like soccer, yeah?
Of course.
when you see a foul, you just call it. In soccer, they have said move on, and then you see whether he scores. If he doesn't score, then it's still brought back to 80s, yeah? But in basketball, it's a bit different.
Entertaining as well.
True.
Toro with a three-pointer. Almost got fouled there. He's looking at the referee. Referee ignores him. Get the rebound. That shot, he drops 2 points and then we now lead this game by 2:42 remaining on the clock before halftime. Tobias bringing the ball up, calling a set of passing through traffic. It's amazing that ball reached him. Job Antonio Guerre pleading his case.
It was a zipped pass, yeah? That's why he got there.
And I don't think I saw any foul, to be honest.
There's some hand in the whistles.
Let's just say they're being enthusiastic.
Yes.
They love their jobs. And,
Although on the other hand, also, sometimes when you let the game a bit, get a bit physical, you can also get out of hand. So there's be a balance there that the referees try to keep so that the game doesn't get out of hand in the physicality.
Mamadou Haidara doing a wardrobe adjustment before the free throw. I think that routine worked for him. Makes the first free throw.
And he's a young boy, I think he's maybe 20, 21 or so or thereabouts, and to see such a boy playing at such a level means that we should also encourage our players from Kenya. The younger players and being competitive in the continent.
Good size for a 21.
He was a midget.
Lindsay bringing up the ball, looking. Goes to the basket. Tobias, free throw jumper, no good. Martin Kitonga with the rebound. Another rebound again by Martin. And this time they make it count.
That is 4 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds in the same sequence.
Jerry Wekesa. My goodness. Ulinzi must be kicking themselves right about now because FIBA rules. That's what happens. Tobias driving to the basket. Another floater going out. Mamadou with another rebound. He misses from close proximity.
Everybody is, they want the ball desperately.
David Ouma
Trying to be the peacemaker.
trying to be the peacemaker. Eric John was diving for that ball. He was and good to reward effort like that.
Yeah, that's true. But that's one thing you never see normally in Kenyan basketball. People rarely die for the ball. I don't know why. There's no desire to get the ball unless you're watching KPA or Ulinzi.
Sharpen.
Yeah, sharp.
That feels like WWE.
WCW, the ball was nowhere near there.
Martin Kitonga, top of the key. Tobias. Gives the ball to Mamadou. Loose hands there by Jerry Wekesa. I know the floor is slippery. I didn't know the ball was slippery as well.
It's sweaty. It's sweaty.
I found that if your hands are sweaty, that's when you grip the ball better.
Really?
Yeah. From a personal standpoint.
I always had a towel in my shot to dry my hands.
Oh, look at you, fancy. I bet it was Louis Vuitton or something. Chanel.
It was Chanel.
Collins Odiamo driving to the basket, stolen by Eric Mtoro. Mtoro putting on the moves. 57 seconds on the clock. He's waiting for his teammates to arrive to the scene. Short jumper there by Stiggins Simeu. That's one aspect of his game that he's improved. He's mostly a very physical player who drives to the basket, but he's been improving on his shots in the tree.
Exactly, especially his mid-range jump shot. He's improved quite a bit. He's on about 55% shooting.
And getting blocked there. It's interesting. I haven't seen Martin Kitonga taking one single shot apart from the offensive rebound. Nice drive to the basket there by Martin Otieno for 2 points. Ulinzi now take the lead. Tobias again penetrating very easily through the Ulinzi defense. He gets fouled. He goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. A chance to tie the game with 18 seconds on the clock remaining till halftime.
Martin Kitonga's job is not to score. It is sweep the boards. And he does that job, and of course, he plays the hard-nosed defense. And he does that job to perfection. That is why, even if he disappears for 10 months, when he comes back, he wins 35 of KPA.
Talk about bread and butter. Collins makes the first free throw. Ulinzi leading by 1. If we call this game tight, we'll be understating things. He misses the second free throw, but he gets his own rebound. Kitonga attempting a shot, and this time he makes the basket. Ulinzi must be beating themselves. Oh, nice jumper there by number 10, Joseph Owalo.
That's also a debatable foul.
He misses the shot, but he gets fouled on the attempt, so he goes to the line to shoot 2 free throws. The referees are calling this game very tight. Very tight.
But I like that they are cool and calm and explain to the players what they've done wrong without getting agitated. Sometimes you see referees throwing technical fouls because of being questioned, but these ones are trying to manage the game quite properly, which is good because you need to explain to the player what he has done wrong, what she has done wrong.
We have a nice crowd attending this first game. I'm sure by the time we have our third game, full capacity at the Ulinzi Sports Complex in Langata. Good to see basketball fans enjoying the game during this holiday.
Yes, and I know when Thunder fans come, they will be half the stadium.
I've had a chance to plant trees today, which is tree planting day in Kenya. And the phone happened.
I think they call a timeout. Yeah, the ball went out, and then they call a timeout. So I think, just like I expected, the game is tight. The game is very, very tight. You know, it took 12 seconds to go, and the score is 33 yards. So I'm not surprised. I didn't expect them to go over 40. So it's very, very tight because of too many turnovers. Of course, the physicality is affecting both teams. They're very physical against each other. But like I said, the team that gets into transition quicker, will have a higher chance of creating separation in the score. Because that half-court set, I don't think it's working because of the physicality from both ends of the team.
We're witnessing the defensive masterclass.
It's a very sense, yes. These are defensive. This was soccer, you know, it looks just like soccer, it's a draw. It's like football, it's a draw, so it's very defensive. Both teams are very defensive. Both coaches are pretty defensive. And so
On your screen, just saw Ansit, veteran of... Whenever I meet Ansit, I start singing that song forever, because that guy does not age.
never ages. Was he instructed or was he pleading?
A bit of both. Exciting game we have on our hands. 33 apiece. 12 seconds before half time. Possession with KPA. Let's see what they conjure up from that timeout. Tobias brings his ball up. Goodness, a nice cross to the basket. But the defense bails out Eric Mutoro there with a nice block. Eric Mutoro being crossed over twice. This must hurt. Insult to injury when the referee calls a foul on you and laughs at you.
You should have put on a mask so you don't see he's laughing. He's laughter.
Bias almost beating the buzzer, but the game is tied going into the half. Ulinzi 33, KPA 33. A close game in the first game of the Eliud Owalo Foundation Basketball Invitational happening right now at the Ulinzi Sports Complex in Langata.
Not surprising for me, Fidel, not surprising. The game is too tight because of the physicality. I think also the guards in both teams, apart from Tobias has really broken down his man and penetrated the paint. I think that's something that KPA needs to exploit a little more. Tobias penetrating the paint, either dropping to the big man, scoring himself, or kicking out for a three-point shot. Ulinzi, on the other hand, I think have been stifled a little bit. Mutoro is quite hot. Scored, I think, 7 points or so in a jiffy, but now has gone cold. I think he has missed a couple of shots. He has been blocked a couple of times. So the game is actually, developing as I would have expected to develop, because both teams are known for their defensive effort. They are very strong defensive teams. Offensively, as you can see, there's too many turnovers, too many missed shots, too many missed layups, or wrong reads from the playmakers. So you're finding it very difficult to score the basket.
surprising the Ulinzi defense, surprising us as well, I have to admit. Martin Kitonga with the rebound, wanted to give a lead pass, but he thought better of it. Tobias brings the ball up. Giving the ball up to Simon Mundua. Simon Mundua looking for an angle. Back to Tobias, baseline jumper, and it's good. KPA come out, guns blazing.
It's unfortunate because I can see Ulinzi has changed the defense. They're playing a 2-3 zone now. I think they are very concerned about Tobias' penetration, but now they've been hit by 2 quick jump shots. Fidel. Even as you see, Mutoro replying with a huge 3. Mr. Mutoro has gone berserk and said he can't be beaten at home.
So the 2-3 defense, zone defense. But it's coming at a cost. KPA are getting open shots, and if they can make those shots, Ulinzi will be in trouble and they'll be forced to adjust very quickly to this game. They bring the ball up, Martin with the ball, they swing it back to their side, driving to the basket. Churchill with the elbow. No luck for him. Tobias driving to the basket as he did in the first half. Another 3-pointer by Kisulu. Salim Kisulu. No luck for him.
You can see the weakness about the zone. I think they changed into a zone because of foul trouble. I think they've got quite a number of players in fouls. That's why they changed from a man-to-man to a zone to try and reserve some players.
Another 3 there by KPA, but they rebound the ball so well they can afford to shoot all those shots because they're getting the offensive rebounds.
That is critical for KPA's game. Without offensive rebounds, KPA's game is flat. So even in the lazy side, you'll see they'll have very many players who can get offensive rebounds, and therefore they get second chances to score.
Another foul there on Tobias Odhiambo. He's going to shoot free throws. No, it's a side ball.
Side ball, yeah, to the floor. Another 3 by Salim.
So offensive rebound, Martin Kitonga. Nice entry pass there. He gets the ball, asks for the ball back. He doesn't get it. A turnover there. And Eric Mutoro off to the races. No good. Almost a turnover. They recover the ball. And let's see what they can do. A nice drive to the basket, but a block. Salim Kasilu coming down with the rebound. Gives the ball to Tobias. Tobias looking, searching. Simon, 3, good. KPA have started guns blazing in the second half, and you love to see it.
Yeah, that's what we want to see. We are the game getting open, getting more chances to score, and I think KPA are going to miss early.
Oh, nice head fake there, and one by Byron Mabonga. Going strong to the basket, gets fouled. Potential 3-point play on the way. Having a small meeting. Could have been a WhatsApp.
It's important to do the players in and rally the troops.
This is
maybe as Moxie would have done from the bench.
this is the free throw. I'm sorry. Tobias with the ball, loosely handled, almost losing the ball. Gets it back top of the key. Martin Kitonga finds Simon Mbua, almost taking the jumper. Salim with a 3-point. He's taken 4 3-pointers, just made 1 in the second half. And he needs to adjust that part of his game. Ulinzi bring the ball up through Elvis, giving to Mutoro, long 3-pointer, no good. Hits the front of the rim, nice spin move, pirouettes, very beautifully onto the basket, gets the roll off the rim, and Mutoro,
he was two of those moves, a jump shot with the 3 or a floater.
He is his mainstay in this game. Yeah. Simon looking. Again, point. Yeah. Nice post move. Tobias, 3-pointer all by himself. Misses a shot. Big rebound there by Ulinzi. This time not giving KPA an offensive rebound. Mutoro asking for a screen there. Getting a 3 again. Good job, Mutoro. He has the confidence. He'll be 1 of 10 that he'll shoot that. He shooters shoot the ball. Simon, nice head fake off to the side, in and out. No luck there, and the well is starting to dry out for KPA. Scores are 40 to 41 in favor of KPA. Nice entry pass there to Mabonga. Oh, nice move using the pivot foot. They get the offensive rebound. Martin going back to the basket. Didn't see anything, looking for a foul. is ignoring him. Tobias bringing the ball up. Salim swinging the ball to the corner. Simon for an open three. And the... I was going to say the bank is open, but it didn't touch the ball.
Yeah, but you see, I think the defense of Ulinzi is working. Because these guys have taken about 7 shots a minute. So you can tell the defense is working.
You can see Ulinzi going to Byron early on in this game. He's getting a few touches in the low block.
A bit more effective. Score, attack the paint, attack the rim, score, because he can dunk, he can jump. Yeah. So he needs to attack the rim more aggressively.
Then by the ball, and he goes to Collins Molino. Shoot a three, no good. Get the ball, KPA with the rebound. Salim bringing the ball up. To Collins, to nice dish there. Miss, criminal miss there.
Get Byron.
Just Byron, the easiest thing, foul there by Tobias. Tobias, what a nice feed to Byron, Joe Byron. He must be kicking himself, missing up that layup from point blank range.
Well, that comes just from the penetration, because when you penetrate the paint, it means you draw a couple of defenders to you. Yeah. And therefore you can be able to drop the ball either to the people on the wings or people cutting through the paint.
Collins Molero to shoot 2 free throws. Again, we're having this story, same story, that these free throws are not exactly free.
They're not as free as they are purported to be.
He misses both, but the rebound, big rebound there. Another big rebound there, but that one, Habok punishing the KPA defense.
That's David Ouma, who had the other and one in the first quarter. I think that's his specialty. When he used to score his people, that's where the problem is.
See him moving to the side and see if that works for him. It was a nice attempt. Yep. Salim off to the races. Only one player to beat. He should have beaten him twice. And slaps the ball off the back of Ouma. That position still
turns over to the KPA. Adding to Ulinzi.
Ouma to the baseline. Gets it back. Searching. No one is open. He needs to do something with it. The shot clock is running out. Mabonga, nice head fake. Nice post moves, but he gives up the ball. Mid-range attempt there, but no good. Drive to the basket there by Fares Abdallah, and he gets fouled.
But that's why you need to know how to use your left hand, because they go for the left layup, it would actually have put him on the run.
You sound like those Gen Xers who are lecturing people. You need to do this, you need to do that.
In our time,
we used to do this.
And they don't like listening to your story. Of your time.
But it's true. What you're saying is true. I mean, those are the fundamentals of the game. Once you have the fundamentals down, it doesn't matter whether you've lost a bit of athleticism, your shots are not falling, because you can make up in so many ways in terms of scoring the basket.
So to mark your style when you go in transition like that, and you have the defender running like that, you actually jump stop.
Yes.
The defender will go flying into the baseline and you're left alone on the wing and he scores the basket. And he scores his 3 free throws.
Scores 1 of 2.
Or 1 of 2, okay.
Trying to set up a screen at the top of the key. Mabonga getting the ball deep inside and unconventional hook shot.
Should I go for the dunk? Should I go for the dunk?
KPA off to the races this second half. Joe Byron driving to the basket, gets fouled.
You can see Mabonga's teammates are infuriated with him for missing that easy layup.
That was so easy for him. KPA 45, Ulinzi 42, 3:36 to the end of the third quarter. Remember, keep it here for the Eliud Owalo Foundation Basketball Invitational Tournament. We have 2 more games after this one. The women's game is coming after this one. Immediately after that will be Equity and KPA. And the third game will be Equity and Thunder, the men. And Thunder, as you know, are the league leaders in terms of the regular season. They're waiting for the playoffs in 2-3 weeks.
Still about 2 or 3 weeks, yeah.
Timeout to Ulinzi.
Remember, I think Fidel, as we go into the timeout, let us remember our sponsors, Cooperative Bank of Kenya, the Kenya Academy of Sports, Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, Jambajet, Kenya Ports Authority, KCC, and of course KDF for providing the venue, KBS the schedule, and of course, main sponsor, the Eliud Owalo Foundation. Thank you very much for these sponsors for making this a reality. This this tournament, Fidel, reminds me of the new tournament in the NBA called the in-season tournament, where you've got some interesting things going on in the middle of the season. We don't know if you're playing a league game, or you don't know if you're playing a tournament, but somehow there's a final somewhere in the middle of the season. What do you think?
Yeah, don't get me started with the in-season tournament because I've had a few WhatsApp groups where I think I'm almost being checked out from. Because, for me, you know what? I love the Eliud Owalo Foundation tournament because what it does, you get the 6 best teams in the land, and this prepares them for the playoffs that are coming in 2 weeks.
Sure.
And in Kenya, most of these players, especially the younger players, don't have a lot of playing time when it comes to the regular season and even the postseason. So this is a time to sharpen your skills, if you will. You're given more airtime, more playing time, if you will. And I love such tournaments, especially in this country. The in-season tournament for me, the joys. I think it did something for the league in terms of just making it more interesting, getting some, not so marquee players getting paid in terms of incentives during the season. But I'm curious to see how to progress in our team over the years. Back to the game, and Collins Muliro, top of the key. Gives it up, top of the key. Nice basket there. Nice unconventional jump shot there by David Ouma. Yeah.
I think that's another day he was coming up in the ranks. He was playing at Upper Hill School. When they were in school, they were playing in the Division 1 and Division 2. So he got some experience down there, and then he was able to get into this Ulinzi team. Which started from the lower teams. Ulinzi has got about 3 or 4 teams in the league, in the lower leagues, which they build up the players towards the playing for the main Ulinzi team, which is a very good and commendable. And I understand also they're bringing back they might be bringing back the ladies team. So we can see teams that are hell bent on developing the youth.
Salim doing the ball, gives it up to Tobias. Tobias working the angles. And they kick it out. Simon, long three-pointer. Shot this time. Ulinzi doing a good job on the boards defensively. They're bringing up the ball. They're in a 5-point hole. They need to do something fast. And you see
Salim has drawn a foul.
Salim has drawn a foul. Brands Nzioka to go to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws.
But I'm not seeing Brands Nzioka too much in this game. I don't know. He has been saved for the second half, because usually a staple for Ulinzi in terms of minutes played and the effect of the game.
So that was an unsportsmanlike foul. The referees deem it that way. Hence, you can see there are no players lining up for the rebound. That was a technical foul. So is he shooting 2 more free throws?
No. I think they just allowed him to take them.
Okay. Because common sense is not common, Phil. Makes sense. Makes 2 free throws.
Finally, somebody.
That's impressive.
So most times, because when they're taking free throws, the first free throw is not reboundable. It's not necessary to line up. So they'll sit outside there and discuss something before they go back into the line to rebound the second free throw. The hold up in the game, I don't know what the hold up is about. But the commissar, Mr. Fred Obor, has checked into the court. I think the rim has moved, the backboard has moved, so it needs to be readjusted. I can see the commissar there, Fred Obor, giving instructions for some help to come for the rim to be readjusted to make it straight.
So in my construction days,
Yes,
helping by
engineer. You can't use the AI to.
nowadays the tools.
Yeah. I remember in the Shark days, a couple of times he brought down the whole rim system by throwing a vicious dunk.
I think he's been credited by the association in terms of changing the technology in which these rims have been made on the ball.
Exactly.
Yes, because they've never seen anyone like
that. Yes.
Yeah. So the game to resume, they've sorted the issue out, and you can see Collins Mulino, very enthusiastic, full pressure, full of energy. Yeah, you would like to see. Yeah, see, that's the guy who's there's no back to man defensive scheme. Benjamin Muka trying to treat his shot. He's just checked into the game, isn't he? Yeah, rebound there goes to Mulino. He's a ball out to his captain. Nice turnaround jumper there by Byron Mabonga. Showing his entire repertoire. You can take it to the hole and you can shoot the ball from there. That's all we did right. Player moves. Nice entry pass there. Nice block. Nice defensive effort there. Ulinzi are waking up. Then it's a turnover there. And Toro doing the dance. Using his left hand and he sticks the two. That's Kaireski. Ulinzi now taking the lead up by one. Benjamin Muga asking his teammates, and an offensive foul by Muga. Moving screen on Mabonga. I would think Mabonga would stand that kind of way. Muga is of a slight physique from him. I think Ulinzi KPA call a timeout. I think they've gone for almost 5 offensive sets without scoring the basket, allowing Ulinzi to get script back. I think they were 7 points down. Now it's a 1-point game, 49-48 if I'm not wrong. So I think KPA they have a timely timeout. 49-50 actually. That's a timely timeout because Ulinzi has taken the lead now. They've gone actually on an 8-0 run. It was the basket, not making anything. It was 49-42, now it is 49-50. So I think KPA called that time out timely. You can see the crowd there. It's building up nicely. There's organization. I think there's ticket paying somewhere. There's a good security. There's food and drinks. People out there. If you're still interested, you're still idle. Tomorrow is a Saturday. Come over to the Ulinzi Sports Complex and enjoy 3 games of basketball. Now they'll become 2 by the time you get here. But come and enjoy the games and enjoy the food, enjoy the fans, and just promote Kenyan basketball. The atmosphere is great. And speaking about security, I think we're in the most secure place. Indeed. Yes. I'm not scared. And the beautiful ladies there enjoy the spectacle on the court. Maybe we should have had some pom-pom girls to entertain us in such breaks. You can see some legends. Coach Kedogo, who's now coaching the ladies 3-on-3 teams that are African champions. And also qualified for the Olympics. Yes, they're in Japan the other day. Unfortunately, they lost a couple of teams. So, but they've done kind of proud and they're really proud. I'm so proud of the ladies. And for me, I got confused for 2 minutes because maybe they have to go to the qualification games. I think for me, they should have just gone to the Olympics to train. I do like the champions. After all, I do why we have to have African champions play extra games to qualify. Exactly. And playing non-African teams. Correct. So that's a discussion for another day. Anybody that might talk to us about friends. And the tipping there by Martin Kitonga. That's his job. Clean the boards. They now lead this game by 1.51-50. Top of the key. Toro waiting for the ball. Nice defense there by KPA. Shot clock is running out. 3 seconds to go. They have to put up a quick jumper. Nice rebound there, and they get rewarded. Scores are KPA 51, Ulinzi 52. Martin Togo. Nice rebound there. Mutoro coming back with a rebound. Gives up the ball. Almost a travel there. They call a foul. It's because ideally you're supposed to allow the player to turn. But you can't just come and they stop the count turn. Brian Zioka. No, I think it's the end of the game. So, I think because the players have been to their benches. I don't know, it's the end of the game or a timeout. thought they called a foul. It's the end of the game. I saw the referee motioning us to the end of the game. I thought they called a foul for Brands.
Yeah.
I think Brands also thought he got a foul there for Zioka, but correct call there in terms of you've got to allow a player to jump, to land with the ball.
Yes.
And turn around. You can see the veteran Ronnie Owalo. They have played a lot against the guy. Let me tell you. Ronnie is a legend.
Yeah.
You might not know it now, but trust us.
He's a real legend.
He was a bad boy during his day.
But do you know, Fidel and the viewers, that in this tournament we're going to be recognizing and celebrating our past heroes and legends.
I love that.
The likes of Ronnie Owalo, the likes of Dennis Orina, the likes of Jack Arum, the likes of Michael Pell, the likes of Shitama, and there are so many. The ladies' side, you've got Shiva, you've got Queen Olumbo, you've got the coach of the 3x3 team.
Yeah.
There are so many. I think about 96 of these are going to be recognized and celebrated during this tournament.
As they should.
They should celebrate these people. So I think that's a step in the right direction. It's high time we had our own Hall of Fame, surely.
Yeah.
Because there are too many great basketball players who have been churned out of our courts here in Buruburu, Langata, Mombasa, Kisumu, all over the place. So it's a step in the right direction, Fidel.
One day we'll make it to that Hall of Fame. I'm not holding my breath on that one, but there's so many to be celebrated, and deservedly so. KPA coming out of the break into the fourth quarter. We go. It's been a tight game, defensive from both sides. You can see Sammy kicking relaxed, talking to his players in a relaxed manner. It's not as intense as playoffs will be in a couple of weeks, but this is a good tournament to gauge your players to see what they can do. Once it's very demonstrative on the bench.
But Kiki has always been a very calm player. Even if he's a player, he's a very good player. For the simple reason, he's always calm.
Yeah.
You never saw him shouting, you never saw him getting agitated. It didn't matter what happened in the court.
That's a good quality to have. A nice drive to the basket by Joe Mario there from KPA. Ulinzi bringing the ball up. Runs Nzioka. Toro. Zioka, baseline, jumper, forced the jumper there. He was going nowhere. Tobias off to the races as he normally does. The ball goes out of play. It's an inbound, no foul. KPA leading this game by a point, 53 to 52. 9:22 remaining. Remember that 2 games to go today, so make your way to the Ulinzi Sports Complex and you'll find us chilling.
Joe Byron has created a jump shot. But you know something, Fidel? The way Tobias is attacking the paint. For example, tradition like he was doing that. If you have got 2 players who sprint to the corners, the 3-point corners, when he attacks the paint like that and he drops the ball to those people, those will be clear money. Clear money, because there's nobody guarding you, you're all by yourself, and the corner 3 is the shortest distance between the rim.
As he tried to do another drive and dish. Ulinzi player to go outside. You can see that they're having a nice 2-man game with John.
Yes, we just, I think they played with each other for, I think, 4 years or so, so they have got a very good understanding of each other.
They know each other very well. I think Tobias can even order his coffee.
And some donuts.
He knows what he likes. Yes. Kitonga again,
cleaning the boards, doing his job.
Doing his job really well.
I think he's about 10 rebounds, and both of those have scored about 6 points from them, which is what is paid to do.
Exactly. And 3-pointer there by Collins Muliro, no good. Off to the races again. We just can't handle the pass from Tobias. You can see the frustration on Tobias's face. Hamza Kimbo.
I always ask when you're so maybe next time Tobias just throw the ball up like he's got time to score, so he just can do the rebounds.
Actually, I think that's what happened. He actually thought he was going to run all the way to the basket and go for the rebound. Toro with another 3 from the baseline. Rebound, Martin Kitonga dishes it out to Muga. Muga looks for an angle. Goes to Ijas, and they call a foul. Is it a foul or out of bounds?
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
I think he just hit the ball off. which is a bit off today. These are two passes he has mishandled. And this one is lucky because the defender's hand was there, so he tapped the ball out.
You can't afford to take your eyes off the ball in this game. This tournament promises to be wild, to be fury. Especially the 3 days we're going to have this tournament. This is day 1. Tobias to reaches again with the turnover.
He's shaken.
North Star.
Even as the CKP has taken a 5-point lead, 57-52. Ulinzi has been called on offense. I think they're not scored any. They've scored a basket. Yeah, so I think it's about time they readjusted themselves accordingly.
And this will call to Motoro, and they call us a foul on the attempted screen against KPA. Vincent feels like he wants to go to the court, like he's yearning to play. And it looks like he can still give you a good 20 minutes or so.
Let me tell you, Fidel, that is one of the reasons why I am not a full-time coach at this point in time. Because
the frustration boils over, right?
Yeah.
And the turnover there by Ulinzi, as soon as we say it, we just handling the ball. This time he's careful. Luga, head fake, jumper, he gets fouled. He's going to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
Luga is one player who has got a very good mid-range jump shot. And sometimes I wonder why coaches in Kenya don't really use the strengths of their players.
Yeah.
You know, you should be having some sets which are designed specifically to get Luga to the mid-range area.
Yeah.
His jump shot is legit in the area. And so, you look at, like the European teams or the American teams, when they identify a certain strength from you, they will exploit it to its maximum to enable the team, be more efficient and more effective.
And that's his game. He's very good, Fidel, actually. Like, he's one guy who will beat you off the dribble very easily, get to his spot, correct, and just make those jumpers. If only players could work on their free throws. I don't know if it's the adrenaline, they don't have enough time to prepare.
No, unfortunately, most of the teams train for one and a half hours, so they have to mix skill development, mix conditioning, they have to mix game planning, skills in 1.5 hours. It's a bit tight.
So it calls for individual sacrifice.
Yes.
Fidel to run down the ball for KPA. Motoro with another turnover, needless turnover, I should say. The defense was not that tight. We just nice drive to the basket, mid-range jumper there.
Aside his jump shot.
Joe Byron. It's the most unconventional shot you'll ever see.
Scoring by all means necessary. Good dump pass there. And one.
Does it count?
Let me see. It should be number 1.
Counts for and one. Chance for a 3-point play by Byron Mabonga.
He needs to score his free throw.
Look at that pass.
And he almost dunked it,
Very athletic player, Byron Mabonga.
Yeah,
if you see him coming in your way, just make a business decision and move out of the way.
Before you appear on a poster. Well, it's good to appear on a poster, at least you're on a poster.
Yeah.
Many of us want to be on a poster, but we're never on a poster. So
Especially on the Eliud Owalo Foundation poster. back from that timeout. Byron Mabonga shooting free throws. He converts that three-point play. He had an almost dunk earlier, got fouled. He was shooting a free throw. Scores are now KPA 60. Ulinzi 53, 6:38 to go to the end of this game. Remember, we have a game after this, the women's game, Equity versus KPA. Who goes to Martin Kitonga to Fidel. Fidel baseline jumper, no good. Rebound Ulinzi. No, goes back to KPA and they hold the ball. Patient, a bit patient right now. Job Byron trying to work the angles, puts it on the glass, no good. Martin Kitonga again doing what he's paid to do, rebound the ball, and you can see, they say it's a jump ball, so possession changes, right?
Yeah, it depends on which side the position is. So it's position. I think the last position was by KPA. They normally play the ball at the beginning of the fourth quarter.
Martin Kitonga, a nuisance on the boards.
He's a board master. Cleaning the boards is his favorite pastime.
Lindsay brings up the ball. Elvis Akoy to David Ouma loses the ball. And off to the races. Oh, again.
That was dangerous. I think he would have broken his leg.
Withers is having trouble handling the ball here.
It looks like KP want to beat Ulinzi again at home. That would be interesting because if they meet, from based on their standings, they might meet in the semifinals of the playoffs. So it looks like KP at the moment are having the upper hand against Ulinzi.
Eric Mutoro, nice strip off the drive there, but the ball goes out on an Ulinzi player, so possession still remains KPA. Martin Kitonga free there on top of the key, gets the ball, goes to Tobias Odengo, Tobias to Martin driving the basket, and you can see how physical the game has gotten. They built a wall for him to go around the rim for him to go through, and it's crazy.
They should have put a trampoline there for him to jump over it.
So your athletic ability comes into play. That wall was solid.
Very solid. Let's see if they can score his free throws.
I think he got hit on that drive. You can see how fatigued he is. You see that they are holding their shots.
Laying down there, not easy. Fidel. And then running from rim to rim.
This is the second free throw, but guess what? They get the offensive rebound, and it's a dribble by Job Byron. Keep it in the offing.
Yeah, I think I don't know how the game is going to end, but the guard play of Ulinzi has a bit wanting, though the game is still close. But down the stretch, I think, based on how the guards handle the ball, then we can see how the game pans out. But at the moment, KPA looks like they are going to steal the.
So then they're getting frustrated, playing solid defense on Elvis Akoy, but they call a foul on him. He's frustrated. Referees have been calling this game very tight. They don't want, I'm assuming they don't want the physical nature of the game has been progressing from tip-off. So to mitigate anything that could happen when knowing these two teams and their history in terms of physicalities, something had to be done.
I can see Tobias is on the bench. I don't know whether he's injured for Ulinzi. He's one of their most solid point guards. Wow, what a free from Byron Mabonga. Of all people. He decided to take matters in his own hand, and he has set a free now at 60-58 to KPA. And the game is getting tighter. As KPA trying to arrange themselves in offense and trying to get the ball into Martins.
Nice feed to Martin Kitonga, turnaround jumper. He gets the bounce, he gets the shooter's bounce, and extends KPA's lead by 4 points. Thought about the shot. Nice defense there. His nickname is Jodo. And you can see why. Mabonga, nice footwork off to the basket, but he gets blocked there. Gets denied by John, who just they call a blocking foul.
Transition. He scored Jordan because when he used to play for Moja, he used to average 35 points a game.
That's
Jordanes completely. And he used to be wild because he could come and shoot 10 threes in a game and attack the paint with his floater, he loves that floater game. Yeah, so it's a name that he deserves actually.
You hear that, Jay-Z? When you can score the basket, it's Jordanes.
That's all I'm saying. Not
Nice drive to the basket there by Tobias Odhiambo. Lucky to not make that basket. That ball just passed Job Byron, and there's a foul called, and Job Byron will go to the free throw line. He's been a menace, and he's been an Ulinzi mainstay. Their only hope right now, him and Mutoro. Look at this drive again. Let's look at the replay. Let's see where the foul occurred. You can see that's a blocking foul by Martin Kitonga, trying to
impede him from getting the rim and yanking.
Trying to attract a charge, but his feet were moving, so that's a blocking foul all day.
But they'll take it.
Yeah.
Because they didn't score.
Tobias seems to be suffering from cramp, or is it
It's a cramp issue. I think it's a cramp. And that will be a disaster for KP if he's withdrawn from the game, for whatever reason. So I think they're better taking time to work on his cramp so that he can get back into the game, because he's a mainstay on offense.
So if we could see what happened, really, but I'm a bit worried. I hope that's not his Achilles they're looking at. Because
it's the cramps. It's the cramps. Yeah. You can see they're working on his I don't think he was hit or anything.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where is he?
It's nowhere in the frame, but
as you see, the game has stopped because of that injury, or that was cramps on Tobias. So we hope that it's not anything serious. It's just tiredness. He came from Mombasa on Wednesday. So of course, with the high altitude, of course, we expect those muscles will get tired, and as we can see, the fans there are getting excited, enjoying themselves, smiles all over the place. So guys who are out there, come to Ulinzi Sports Complex and enjoy real Kenyan basketball.
free throws to be shot. No free throws. Side ball out of bounds. Job. Tora, top of the key. Risky pass there to Mbonga. Gets the ball out for a three-pointer play. Oh, that's a hard hit by Martin Kitonga. And Elvis Fidel up with the ball. And you can see the physicality has gone up in spades.
Yeah, with 2 minutes to go, definitely. He's got this to go.
Turn around. Nowhere to go. Ball goes back to Fidel. Baseline jumper. Tries the glass. No good. Rebound by Mutoro. Mutoro off to the races. Gives it up to Collins Muliro. Muliro finds Mbonga. Mbonga back to Muliro. Three-pointer. No good. Rebound goes to Martin Kitonga. And Joe Byron got hit in one of the softest areas of the body. Fidel drives to the... It's a KPA ball, but I think it hit him off the
Came off his body, yeah. It came off his body. That's why the Ulinzi bench is all up in hands.
And on the ball, Fidel has the ball top of the key. And Toro goes for the steal. They call it a reaching foul. I think soft foul to call.
And now he's in foul trouble, I think, I assume.
Yeah, I think this was a legitimate attempt at the ball. It's 50-50 for me.
He gets fouled out, so that is a scoring threat for Ulinzi that has stepped out of the game because of foul trouble. And that's why they originally went into that zone defense to try and the Ulinzi team, their rotation is very, very narrow. I think they've used about 7 or 8 players.
Yeah.
And KP has actually gone further in.
They're making one of two. Ulinzi gets the rebound. Goes back to Collins Muliro. Too strong. The jumper. Nice rebound there by runs. Ball goes all the way to Muliro, tries to drive baseline. Fighting for this win, but no one has control of the ball. Finally, all alone, Fidel for a 3 shots, and that's a wasted possession by King. Nothing is guaranteed right now. That's a tough drive to try against Martin
But she recalled something. Was it a charge or was it an obstruction that can just go without a whistle?
Forgive me, Grant Nzioka trying to tiptoe around the baseline, but found a very Fidel with the ball. One thing Fidel does well is a very multi-talented player in terms of being edged on his face. 2 minutes to go, empty possessions, 3 empty possessions for them.
Both ways, I think both teams have hit a lull in their game. Unfortunately, it's in the money quarter, 4th quarter, with 1 minute and 55 seconds to go.
He panicked and just threw the ball. And that's what happens with defensive pressure.
I can blame him his ball handling abilities. If his ball handling abilities were good, he'd have withstood
A screen, dribble handoff, fix a dribble handoff. Joe Byron driving to the basket, kicks it out to Salem. Salem again. Can't handle it.
and KPA call a timeout with 1 minute and 28 seconds to go, leading by 63 to 58 at the Ulinzi Sports Complex. We'd like just to recognize our sponsors once again as we take this timeout: Cooperative Bank of Kenya, Kenya Academy of Sports, Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development, Jambojet, Kenya Ports Authority, KCC, the KDF for offering us this venue, KBF for offering the teams and the schedule and the availability, and of course our main sponsor being Eliud Owalo Foundation. As we see, both teams have taken a timeout. I think KP are trying to draw up something to take advantage of that inbound play. But the game generally has been good. As expected, very physical, very defensive, a lot of bodies falling, a lot of cries for referees' intervention. But I think the referees, the 3 center referees, have done a very good job in managing that physicality. Because as you know, when you play a physical game, then you are at the risk of getting out of hand. And the game has actually taken the kind of direction I would have expected, having experienced or watched these teams for very many years. As we see KPA coming back in and Ulinzi still drawing up the defensive scheme to stop KPA from scoring. What Ulinzi need to do now is to have a stop and a score. A stop and a score. If they can get a stop now and get a score, that will reduce the points to 2 or 3 points, depending on what they score, whether it's a 3 or a 2. And we're able then to put pressure on KPA, and I will expect them to put full court pressure to try and get the ball and get an easy score. KPA successfully won the ball and attempt a 3-point. No good. Meeting Tonga doing his good job. Now we have to kill the clock. 1 minute, 15 seconds to go. They want to work the ball around. Meeting Tonga gets the ball at the paint and draws a foul on number 4 of Ulinzi, Antonio Guire, the chief. The chief has fouled Martin Kitonga. What you expect a team now when they get to the line with the game on the line like this is to score their free throws. Let's see whether Martin Kitonga is poised to score his free throws. For the people out there, the Ulinzi Sports Complex, as you see, Martin Kitonga scoring his first free throw to make it 64-58 to KPA. The Ulinzi Sports Complex is open for your entertainment with 3 beautiful games. We're just watching KPA Ulinzi as we see him scoring his second free throw. Coming from end of the first game of the night. The second game of the night will be between Equity Women and KPA Women. And the third game of the night will be the Panda versus Equity Men at about 8:30 p.m. as we see Ulinzi with another empty possession as expected. Ulinzi have to put full court pressure, try and pressure the ball out of KPA's hands, but it's beaten very easily. Well, that's how the game has been for Ulinzi. They're trying to run down the clock. KPA look like this game is theirs. They're running down the clock. Only 2 seconds to go. Turning the ball. That's a good foul by Martin Kitonga because he did not score the basket and then he has to put pressure on him to score the free throws. As long as he's complaining, as much as he's complaining, it was a foul. Because he, I don't know what he's complaining about. He drove into him. He drove into him defensively, so of course that is a foul by Martin. Let's see whether Chief is going to score his 2 free throws. People out there, come entertain yourself here with good basketball games, food, drinks, friendships. As he scores his first on Chief. Score is 65-59 KPA over Ulinzi. 21 seconds to go. Ulises is settling on, Martin does his job, cleaning the boards, tosses the ball forward. They have to run the clock down. And they're doing a good job about that KPA. And they pick up the rebound. Yeah, as you can see, the game is running down. The clock has I'm not sure why he decided to foul with 4 seconds to go. That was unnecessary foul. Just let it play. You allow them just to dribble out the game. But ladies and gentlemen, KPA, Ulinzi, 65-59. KPA have come in and beaten Ulinzi once again in their home court. As we see Joe Byron scoring his first free throw, making 66-59 to KPA. KPA said that they had beaten Ulinzi earlier in the season in the Ulinzi Sports Complex, and they promised that they are poised to do the same. And as you can see from the scoring, they've actually done the same, 66-59. And the game comes to an end with a very emphatic win by KPA over Ulinzi at home. So ladies and gentlemen, you can see the coach of KPA is still concerned. You can see what a championship team is all about. We win the game, but we are still not satisfied with what we have done. There are many things we have done correct. And yeah, the game ends like that, 66-59 to KPA. KPA have done a very good job, and we hope you have enjoyed our coverage. And to keep continuing watching as we stream live through Homeboys. We're doing a good job in giving us very good pictures. Thank you very much.
2-3-4. 2-3-4. I wrap up the game and then. To Eliud Owalo Foundation, Eliud Owalo Foundation, Elevate Lives in Power Church, Elevate Lives in Power Church.